In this lecture, we're going to look at our final project, guys. Congratulations, we've made it. So again, it's going to be a simple layout, anything that we haven't learned as well. And plus, in our next video, I'm going to show you how this final project was built step by step. So no worries. So let's dive right into it. So if we take a look at the title, Employee Database Center, this is going to revolve around a real life example. So for example, it's an employee database that contains a list of employees that works at a store or a company. To make it make sense, I want you guys to display and set up the attributes that belong to an employee. So I'll give you guys an example. Every employee has a first name, last name, a status, usually a user ID, a pay rate, and the amount of hours worked for that week. So again, I'm displaying a real life example of an object because again, with employees, all of these attributes that are displayed all relate to an employee. So again, I use the my name, first name, last name, status, I'm a manager, user ID, which is 521, hourly rate 19, and hours worked 40. So the whole goal of this is I want you guys to display the information for each employee, and I want you guys to do a math operation on the hours worked, which you guys can define. And I want you guys to do the math on the hourly rate as well. So for example, 19 times 40 hours worked gives us an amount of $760. So that will be for the paycheck. So again, in a nutshell, I just want you guys to set up employees and do a math operation to calculate their paycheck amount for the hours worked for that week. So again, I have me, of course. So this is going to be employer 1 with the ID of 521. And then a second employer, which is Victor Davis. He's an assistant manager with a unique ID of 231. And his pay rate is $15 an hour. And he only worked 33 hours a week. His paycheck before tax would be not $495. And for our last one, we have John Clark. He's just a worker, like a normal representative, sales rep, and he only makes $12 an hour since he's a beginner, and he only worked part-time, which is 26 hours for that week. So his paycheck before tax is a bummer, $312. But again, guys, I'm going to walk you guys through it step by step on our next video. In a nutshell, you're just setting the values and attributes to a real life object, which is an employee, and displaying their information. So if we were again a database manager, or let's say an administrator for the database, in real life, we can actually see all the employers that are stored inside of a database and look at all of their information. But these are just minimum of an employee. Again, I'm just printing out all of the values from our attributes that belong to a real life employee. I'm looking at the hours worked and their pay rate and looking at their amount that they made before tax. And again, if we look at, for example, the payroll. So for all of the people or in HR that handles payroll, I'm sure they have access to this kind of information as well before they print out or deposit checks to their employees as well. So again, they're looking at some database, or they're pulling in some information from these employees to calculate the hours worked and how much they make, and they go ahead and print out their paychecks or deposit the correct amount in their good stuff and their bank accounts or whatnot. I'll see you guys in the next video.